Um, just applied for more jobs, but they're not. I can't get one. I know that. Um, there's no point in really trying. But another thing I just want to mention is I realise now that probably since about June something has. No, I mean it's. I felt a heavier something come on me. Um, I can't explain it, but it's a physical thing. You feel like almost like your heart drops and it weighs heavier. I'm not too sure why this happens, but I think it's because of the disappointment and uh, just it's I don't like this is a real physical weight I can feel. Feels like it's in the bottom half. I don't know. I think it's the disappointment. It's hitting in a different way now. I know that no matter what I do, I can't get a job in Australia. I also know that no one's going to give me an opportunity. Okay. I also know that anything that I've tried to do for myself doesn't work very well. I'm really, I'm not well. Bit upset about a lot of things, like, but all I needed was one aspect of life to be showing that there's some progress. Just one aspect. Because life is made up of multiple compartments, and for someone to have faith in their existence, or to feel like they're adding some kind of value, or they're contributing, one of them has to be working at all times. For me, I not one of them works. And that's the sad thing about I wanted just one of them, so at least I could believe in something, but nothing. I'm not trying to be hyperbolic or feel sorry for myself either. I've done everything I possibly can to do anything to get ahead, but everything breaks down for me. Eventually it has to. Everything good has to break. I'm not being hype. You don't know because you haven't experienced it for yourself. But basically, if something positive is happening, it has to end quickly, and something bad has to happen. I don't know what to say anymore. I'm like, people don't understand what I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck anymore, it's hurting. It's hurting now. And I'm just going to have to say I just don't want to be here anymore. I know it's sad to say that, but I just realized that any time I try to save my life, it just turns out to be, it's just too difficult. So, look, there's a lot of things you can't understand. There's a lot of things you just won't understand. There's something that ticks in my head that just pulls me down. I can't work things out. I'll give you an example I can think of is, and I was working at the university at Sri Patum University in Bangkok. Had an incredibly complicated old Moodle learning management system. It was crazy shit, but it was written by Filipinos, and it was just it was just a fucking train wreck. Every time you looked at it, it's just. But I'm also starting my HDR, the PhD studies. I'm doing quite well. I'm getting good marks, and the people that were running the courses that I was doing, saying that's really great stuff. My brain starts to tell me I can't do it. I drag myself down. I don't know how that worked. Then I lose the. I took a break because I had to move to a different university, but then that university, I'm writing a course for digital transformation. And the woman who's in charge, who's never there, she's all over the place, then starts saying, I used AI in the course. I go, yeah, of course I did. It's a course on digital transformation. We're looking at AI. She goes, no, you used AI. You weren't supposed to. I said, where does it say that? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not using AI to write the course. I'm using AI in the course. She got completely confused. Said, well, you can't do it. So then I have to stop the HDR studies and leave Thailand eventually. But she realized she made a mistake. So they paid me the next 6 months of salary. And as long as she wouldn't, she had to save her face. She just said, you're not welcome here. Go away. But we're not going to fire you, but we're just going to pay out your contract. So, I was so robbed by that. But I was just thinking, how did that happen? She's not even here. She doesn't even know she didn't. And it just got too difficult. Like Griffith University, my last semester, my first ex-wife leaves me, right before my end of exams. That's not supposed to happen. But then, that's just a real traumatizing time, trying to work out what's going on. Then also, another thing was just, just to do my MBA, I had to be on antidepressants to get through it. I was taking in Japan, doctors don't share information. And so I had to go to 3 different doctors to get a lot of, I don't know what they're called, Valium, I think. I had to get so much of that to keep, and I drank as well, which I sort of gave up for a long time. and smoked to just keep the nerves down, because in the back of my head it's like telling me I'm gonna fuck everything up, and you're like, oh, I can't beat this thing. Here I am getting a distinction in one thing, or credit or whatever, and my head is just fucking destroying me. How does that happen? Like, it just doesn't stop either, And I wanted it to stop, so I would, whatever it took, but no, it doesn't. It's not how it works, And it's just unfortunately, but I think that I'm, I don't want to go, but I just don't really have much of a choice anymore. Like, I want to get ahead. I want to do something. I want something to be magic. I want to get things right, but it doesn't happen. So I'm not trying to be hyperbolic either. Just remember what I'm saying. I'm not trying to sound like a fucking lunatic or anything. I'm just saying that I just don't feel right. There's nothing to make you feel right out there. If anybody tells you there's help out there, they're full of shit themselves. Don't listen to them, because there's no help out there. There is a lot of bureaucracy out there designed to keep its job, but it's not out there to help you. So it's exhausting fighting it. You can't. So I'm not leaving because I want to. I'm leaving because I've looked at everything. I've begged God to intervene and save me on multiple occasions. I can't. I can't find any way to go. I can't find any way. It's I'm tired. I really am. And I just wanted to be something else. I just wanted something to happen. Just something good, but nothing is happening. There's not one thing that I can say right now where I can think tomorrow it'll be better. There might be something, an improvement. No, I know from the historical evidence there's nothing. Now I'm running out of jobs. New jobs to you for the last 3 days. No, there's only 4 left now. So there's nothing. I'm in there's a lot of problems for me. There's a lot of problems, and I can't do it. I'm really, 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 really sorry. To who's left in my family, my father and my brother, and my dad. I know that I've always frustrated the shit out of you. I think because I also didn't understand me very well. I couldn't understand how to work through the problems, but I couldn't also. I think it's very interesting. I was trying to look for a way to get something better, but it wasn't working. So it's okay. I know that I know I disappointed you, and I have a great regret that I don't want you to take this the wrong way. I don't think you should take this, but I felt that I could never. The one thing you wanted your parents to be is proud of you, and I gave you no reason to be proud of me, and it's my fault. I'm sorry about that. It really actually hurts me to think that I never gave you one reason. What was wrong with me? That's what I thought. It's probably the greatest disgusting thing about me, I think. He wanted you to do great, and all you gave him was fucking problems because you didn't. There was something that was triggering in you for a very long time, since 1991, that would trigger in you and would bring you down. I don't deserve this. How dare I do that? That's what I think inside of me a lot. It's nothing that you should. It was. I couldn't do it. Hugh, on the other hand, has been able to accomplish many things, and that's great. I've never been jealous. During COVID, I wished him all. I prayed to God, don't make Hugh go under in Australia, because I was watching the news in Australia. But I never had that feeling like I want him to fail, because if I did, I wouldn't have prayed to God to beg him to make sure that Hugh's business stays on top, during COVID. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's 9:25 and I already am exhausted from doing all this shit. I mean, I'm still reading through all these jobs and it's like, okay, what can I do anymore? Nothing. Anyway, as for Hugh, you deserve all the best because you've done really well for yourself. Keep winning. I've never had that. Keep doing it, man. I mean, yeah, I can't do this anymore. I'm so sorry. I am fucking sorry, man. But I just can't do it. Hugh, I hope all your kids do fantastic and everything works out well for you and Joe and everything. You stay on point, you stay on top and but I'm going to be leaving. I'm just going to drive out to the middle of the desert. Just wait it out. Meeting the Creator, begging him to forgive me. I didn't want to do it, but there's not much I can do anymore. So, it's okay. I've written just the letter in regards to I don't want to be cremated. And I don't want to be buried below ground. They're the only things. I beg you. I've set up the email address. If you email it, you'll get an auto reply of the video. Please I don't want to do this. Can't do this. But I don't have it in me anymore. I needed help, but there's no help for people like me. I've realized that. I'm fucking fucked. Just can't do this anymore. Alright, it's gonna be time to go soon, so just remember it's none of you guys' fault. And Jeanette, you're always very kind to me. Thank you. And for Hugh's wife Jo, just keep being a cool mom, because they're great kids. You did an awesome job, you know. You should be very proud of what you've been able to do. But I just had to. Things are very dark, you know. I can't explain some of the things. I feel like something is dropped in me. I feel like even when I'm outside and it's light, there's this dark feeling around. I can't explain it. It feels like things are darker. There's a lot going on. I'm just sorry, you know. I don't know what to do anymore. I've asked, I went to get help, but there's no help. Just to let you know. It doesn't exist. I wanted to get something started, but nothing was going to work, and it's just became too painful. Anyway, I better go. So, I'm sorry.